Good morning, ladies. So I've got lots of questions that have come in and I'm going to go through them and get through as many as I can. Questions on skincare. The Decorative English House. I've used Paula's Choice 1% retinol for 3 years but wanted to use something stronger. Never had redness or peeling. Would Neostrata or with Nag Complex be better, or Retriderm? So you are talking about, God, I love it when we're so organised, because you've been using, we're so organised, Michael, thank you. You've been using Paula's Choice 1% there, okay? And this has peptides and vitamin C in it. So it's sort of, it is a nice retinol, but there isn't really any peeling. I don't find peeling with Nag, but then that's just me. But it has got, it's a complex, so it's not just pure retinol. Retriderm is probably stronger. So I'd say that you could go straight to a bit of Retriderm. That would be my thought. Yes, that would be my thought. Also, another one which I want to be trying is the Medik8, but I don't know how strong that is. I'm just going to start trying that now. My skin is getting with exfoliation, fine lines disappear. Do you find this? My skin getting with exfoliation, fine lines disappear. I find if I exfoliate, it really helps my skin. It does help even out. It does help diminish lines. I think you'll just, it's like, imagine the erosion over millions of years of bloody, you know, Corinthian columns. On a micro level, I think exfoliation does that. That's just me. And I remember when, years ago, I had very bad acne scarring. I didn't know what I was going to do, but there was a guy called something like Bashir, but he was a plastic surgeon, and I went to see him saying, can I ever get rid of my acne scarring? Is there anything I can do? But he just said to me, whatever you do, physically exfoliate. Now the spots have gone. Physically exfoliate and really soften the scarring. And I did do that. And then I had a CO2 laser after that. But there are different ways. You just start taking apple cider vinegar. Yes, very good. I think it's great for the tummy. I'm feeling so much better, I've got to tell you. How do you keep your skin from wrinkling if you're rough-handed? Well, I think it depends on thinness of skin. I have quite a thick skin, so I can manhandle my skin. If you have a delicate skin, don't do what I do. You know, just do it much more gently and follow, you know, that kind of lovely movement like that. I'm not, you know, I know what my skin can take. Everyone does sort of know what their skin can take. Where can you get my products in Ireland? Darling, you can get them on, you can get them online, and it's about having the courage to do Match to Me, because if anyone here has done Match to Me, I say this every time, but you can reassure the ladies that you go on and you'll be given the colours that really suit you, and that includes foundations, and it really, really, really works. Take us through the new Hair Before Skin. So what happened with my hair was this. It was getting to a length where it was going like that, and because my hair, I blow dry it twice a week, I do get split ends. So there's a part of my hair without it being layered that is a bit shorter here. And when this bit is too long, it goes in and out again. And I find that very old-fashioned as a style. So we did a chop, Greg is at Josh Wood, and I'm so happy with it. It's changed my whole mood. Hello, Trinny, can you recommend a good serum for use with Dermaneedle Tools, non-oily? As oil usually causes me spots. So this is when one's doing some microneedling. So I think, here's some microneedles. We always talk about microneedling, ladies. What I generally do when I do microneedling, I have a clean skin, and then I do my feathering motion on it. Then I might put in, if I'm feeling I've got uneven skin tone, a very strong vitamin C, like DCL Vitamin C Night Booster, or something with at least 25% vitamin C in it. Then I might microneedle again. So I do save my best serum for that occasion. So I can't know, Ali, what you would feel. You're 28, you're good skin. You've got 28 and good skin, should you use anti-aging? I don't think you should start using a retinol yet. You know, niacinamide's nice to use. Antioxidant, basically. So I'd say a vitamin C. And if you don't use an oil, so use like, C E Ferulic by Skinceuticals, Garden of Wisdom, they're sort of serums more than oils. So those are two good ones. I've done lots on Secret 7 on Trinny London. So anything I recommend, or any any of you might say, what shall I use? Which is the best serum? Just so you know, if you go onto trinnylondon.com and you go onto Tea Time blog in the navigation, you go onto Secret 7, and there you'll find serums, moisturizers, cleansers, toners, acids, retinols, vitamin C's, tools. Everything I talk about is on there, and it's my favorite 7. And they are there's an economy buy, there's a organic buy, there's a strong buy, and there's sensitive skin buy, always amongst those 7. So that's just a quick answer for you guys. If I see there's lots of questions there about, can you tell me one serum? Then go there. Do I sell in Germany? No, we ship to 67 countries. You don't need to see it to buy it. Con, I'm using Garden Wisdom Vitamin C Serum. When would you say it's the best time to use it, AM or PM? I would say AM. That's for me if you're using a retinol night. I'm now going to the questions. Dermalogica, any good? I love from Dermalogica their daily exfoliant. And also Lila, my daughter, has been using their sort of 3-step system for acne prone skin, and she finds it helpful. So I do rate it as a brand, yes. Serums products for dark eye circles for teenage boys not wearing makeup. Tricky. I think there's a lot that can be done for dark under eye circles, which is not skincare, because getting dark under eye circles working, you need, like in our concealer, which your teenage boy probably won't want to wear, but it is literally, you don't see it on. There is a dual peptide serum which helps with dark circles. I mean, it's very, very good. Otherwise, would he do things like, is he drinking enough water? Is he flushing things through his system? Would he do facial massage? I don't know, with a teenage boy. Having a concealer which has nothing underneath, I mean, it's so good. Oh, well, I just want to show you, because Ross, if you know what you could do is show your son, Ross, our lovely guy who works here. And we've done a live with him on Instagram TV, which is at the bottom. You just click on Instagram TV, you'll see that little TV button, and you'll see the films. And he does his routine, and he shows you his BFFI that he uses. See if that would work for your son. It might be that he decides he could do it. Do I take any medicine vitamins for my hair? I do, darling. I used to have quite thin hair, and I do a mixture of things now. I used to take biotin on its own a lot, like 4 pills a day, and that really did help. Then I started taking Superior Hair from VH, and that's got a mixture of combination of ingredients in it. Some to stimulate the hair follicle, some to help thickness of the hair follicle, different things. Then Ionicell, which has fulvic acid in it. And if you don't want to take so many pills, you can take the fulvic acid mist and actually topically apply that to your hair. So those are the 3 things. I'm looking now into long-term solutions for hair, because I do have thick hair now, but where my area here is, I have receding hair, and I've got these new little hairs which are growing, which we talk about a bit, but I can sense that's where my receding is. So the vampire facial, which is the one called PRP, when I've had it, I have it twice a year with Diana at Dr. Sebagh's, and she does a little microneedling there with a little gun. It goes pip, 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 and she puts my plasma back in that area, and she's had very good results, but you have to go a lot, and I don't have time to go a lot. But women who have had bad hair loss have gone to see her and done it maybe every month for 6 months, and they've seen a difference. So it depends if you're receding in a certain area, if your hair just feels thin. I hope that helped, Luciana. And contemplate. I started perimenopausal and my skin is so dull and blemished. Any advice, please, darling? It's so tough when our hormones start doing this, because we had, if I remember that feeling of having spots till I was 30, and then I had this beautiful breathing space till I was 45, and then they hit me as I went into menopause. So it is frustrating, and it's just depressing. I think having a good acid toner is great to keep your skin clean. I think you could also take something like Clear Skin, which is from Viridian, and it has burdock root and zinc in it, so it helps with inflammation and detoxifying the liver. But also looking at your hormone levels. I don't know if you've gone to have your hormone levels checked. Are you producing a bit too much testosterone and not enough progesterone and only a bit of estrogen? Getting the hormones balanced will also help your skin. So you could look down the bioidentical hormone route. You could look down the route. I did HRT for a nanosecond. Then I did bioidentical hormones. And now I actually do magnolia flower, sage complex, and a few other things that are kind of, you know, I've had 10 years of being in menopause. So that's my advice. I hope that helps a bit. How to get rid, wardrobe dramas, lovely. How to get rid of blackheads on the nose forever. Did those suction machines work or Botox? I think suction machines, don't know. Botox for blackheads, don't know. Going to have a good facial, yes. Using an acid toner, yes. So I'd say maintenance, once you've gone and had them all taken out and had a good facial, I don't know where you live, but just find somebody who does a good classic facial where they get those blackheads clean. Then what you need to do is reduce the pore size on your nose so they don't keep blocking up. So using an acid toner, like one of my favorites for this kind of situation is Liquid Gold Alpha H, medium priced glycolic, a medium priced glycolic toner like this, and it just will help to tighten the pores and reduce them and not let so many blackheads develop. So I think those are the two secrets that I would suggest. Secrets, so whatever. Okay, next one. If a certain product makes me break out, what do I use to heal the spot? Everyone's different. I think the most important thing to remember when you're healing a spot is there was a time, I'm sure we've all done this in our lives, when we used a very strong salicylic acid or something, and we really put tons of stuff on the spot, and the skin around gets very dry, and the contrast between the spot trying to get well and that dry skin actually can cause scarring. So I think you've got to just heal the spot. I mean, how I heal my spots, it's a weird one, but I'll tell you how I do it. I like LED. And I usually get some spot product tea tree you could do. Just something which is going to be antibacterial if you want to be really soft. I'm trying to find my spot drawer. Where are you, spots? Spotties, 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 come on. Bloody huge. And it was like in front of me. So I think one of the best things for spots I really love is the salicylic acid 2%, if you want to just go for it. Prickly pear, also very good, by the way, if you've got spots, as a light kind of hydrator from Garden Wisdom. This is pretty good. It's Dr. Sebagh's Breakout Spot On, and that also has salicylic acid in it. But if you put that on and then you do this in front of the telly for 10 minutes, I find the next morning my spot's nearly gone, because that combination really helps. My favourite best salicylic acid, I've got to say the ones I just showed you probably, Arthur, work really well, the Garden of Wisdom one. What's your opinion on steaming machines for the face, good or bad? I'll tell you what, the issue about steaming machines, it's a very old-fashioned way of doing a facial, is you steam and then the steam's removed and then those pores are closing and then you're trying to clean your skin and get things out. But people have different techniques. I went to see Marcia Kilgore, lovely lady, at Bliss in New York 20 years ago, and she would do steams. And she's somebody who did fantastic facials. She now has the Beauty Pie. So Eve Lom, that I used to go to, the woman herself, she would do this kind of very hot flannels, and then she'd take the hot flannels off, and then she'd go into my skin. So a hot flannel to me works just as well. I just feel that. All right, next one. Confused by the options. I'm 45, acne scars on my cheeks, pores on the chin, but not clogged. So I think having a acetona might be a good thing in your life if you sound like you have slightly oily skin still, and for your acne scars, just, acetona is going to be exfoliating, preventing your pores becoming larger. And Miracle Blur, if you use it on your chin, will get rid of that larger pores on your chin. Jen, what are the best products to use with a jade roller and gua sha? What is the best way to use both? The jade rollers are great. I don't know if I have one here. Let me just see. No, I haven't. I think they're all a technique by which we can actually massage our face. And the jade roller is sort of like, you know, there's a blue one and a green one and a pink one. But you can do it with a lovely facial oil if you like facial oils, because then the roller will glide on more. So if you use that Hayo'u kind of heart-shaped thing, it's quite good to have a facial oil. There's many, many facial oils. I mean, I can just show you quickly some of my favourite facial oils. This is beautiful. This is an Australian brand. I want to get more in, actually. MV Rose. Wonderful. Content Beauty I bought it at. And it's for delicate dehydrated skin. It's beautiful and the smell is divine. Oh, it's a Rosotto. It's fantastic. These are magnificent. These are Rosotto anti-aging. There's 4 or 5 of them from Plant Me Botanics. There's also a Sleep Elixir After Sun Repair. But what's so good about them is they're on a roller ball. So you just put it on like that and you massage with that tool and it's not dripping down. And he's got a nighttime repair which has Sampha in it, which is a natural retinol. Fantastic range for oils. I also love, if your skin is very, very sensitive and you need something to calm it and you don't mind weird smells, emu oil from Julia Hunter. I mean, it does smell like, rank is not the word because it used to smell rank. She made it better. Pungent is the word. But if you've done a laser and it's gone really red, if you have a rash on your skin, I think this is a magical ingredient, I have to say. Another good oil is my favorite, Vintner's Daughter. It has so many ingredients. It's quite expensive, but you can just tell by the texture. Oh my God, that thing's, hang on, can't get it off now. It's very, very thick and gorgeous. Sorry, I can't undo it. Then I've got other ones if you want to go more high street, but not totally high street, but Garden of Wisdom do a lovely argan oil and they do a rosehip oil, which is their pressed rosehip. So if your skin has got rosacea or eczema or anything, you could use that. Otherwise, pure squalene. Very, very good thing to use. You just want something to give that tool stimulation. So any of those are going to give it the stimulation. I mean, not the stimulation, the ability to move easier. I'm 28. It's Aceli with really good skin, but I've noticed my pores around my nose have got bigger. I would do liquid gold exfoliating toner, acid toner, darling. Get into them. I can suggest that you go on. Where did I leave that spot room? You go onto my Trinny London, and you'll see ones that can help. No question statement. You change lives, Sarah. Love you. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Mary, best anti-aging creams to use when pregnant. Well, when pregnant, I think we all have our own journey of how clean we want to be. But I think a wonderful shop, and I don't know if you can look at it. I mean, I'd say Content Beauty off Marylebone High Street has the most beautiful organic products, and anything in there, you could literally eat it. And like Mary Ludstrom, you know, you can eat the products because they're so organic. I think Victoria Health also has good things. But it's just whatever you feel nurtures you. When I was pregnant, weirdly, I used creme de la mer, which is so, you know, I found out now so many chemicals in it, but I loved it then for the smell. I also used a lot of Dr. Hauschka, and I used a lovely woman who used to do aromatherapy in William Street off Knightsbridge, and I can't remember her name, Michelle Arcier. God, how I remember that name, I don't know. Michelle Arcier oils. She did these incredible pregnancy oils. If you can find her, Michelle Arcier, A-R-C-I-E-R, I think. She was incredible. And I just think keep it simple, because your body is producing so many hormones. Generally, that glow of hormone of pregnancy is really true, because it's you know, you don't feel, you might wake up feeling tired and heavy some days, but there is this glow about a pregnant woman. So just light, gentle cleansing, little spritzer, little hydration. That's what I would do. Mary, not quite contrary. Mary, quite contrary. Love that. If you could use one skincare tool apart from your hands, which one would it be? It would be a microneedle for sure. Many are out there. I've got lots on, you can look at on Trinny London. I just think that what really benefits to me a skincare routine is by taking and giving your skin a reaction, so that it has to produce collagen, because in our mid-20s, you know, in our teens, we produced collagen, a lot of it. And then in our 20s, we start to slow down that collagen production. So we need things that tell the skin it's sort of being attacked, and then as a form of defense, it produces collagen as a reaction. And so if you do microneedling, you're slightly attacking your skin in the softest way, and it will help to stimulate. And also, products go in, so you might have spent a fortune on a serum, but if you haven't really cleaned your skin, it won't go in. And if you have really cleaned your skin and you've done microneedling, it will work 300% more, which is fantastic. So that's why I'd say that as a tool, yes. Carrie Memo. Hi Trinny, please, how to strengthen a skin surround the mouth lips. How to strengthen a skin surround the mouth lips. Okay, so if you feel your skin here is going like this, I'm going to do this very quickly. I've done it a lot before, so I'm sorry if anyone else is watching, but the AEIOU is a great technique to tighten this area, and I do this every morning, and I just want you quickly to do it with me. So you go A, and when you do the A, you're going like this with these muscles. A, and then E, 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 E. Feel that muscle which lifts our whole face and helps the jawline tighten. I. Really feel you're going I. O. You could do the O endlessly. Very good for here. Can you feel that muscle working? O. You. All those little muscles working there. It's stimulation and it's massage techniques. It's a bit of pinching. It's microneedling. All those things will help, darling. And then I always use a toothbrush on my lips and just kind of exfoliate them too. Next one, adult acne, any tips? Always, you're lovely. Thank you very much, Alice. Adult acne, I hope I've covered it a bit because I've mentioned, you know, a few little products you can take. I have done a few big stories on it with Sebagh, and you can look at them on the blog. We talk about adult acne and all the things, and there's many solutions on that post. So please go to Trinny London /blog/spots. Get there. Next one. If you're having a serious bout of dry skin, what's my go-to mask? I'd say Nanette de Gaspé Vitality Revealed. I'd say Beautiful Skin from number 7. And I'd say, that's it. Yeah. So one's high street and one's designer. What works best for sensitive skin? There's many things, darling, sensitive skin. I've got my little sensitive skin drawer here now. How delightful is that? If I can find it, 1 second, I just had it. But there's certain ranges which are really good, and I can't recommend enough. That would be La Roche-Posay's whole range. They have this a lovely hydrating cream for very sensitive skin, and it's called the Tolerance range. There's a fluid if you're somebody who's a bit spotty, because it's not so emulsifying. This Retriderm is interesting because this is a very mild wash liquid. If you really have sensitive skin, you have to be careful. They have a lovely mask as well in the Tolerance range. And they even have an exfoliator. I've got a whole lot here. Hylamid does sensitive skin fix. This is if you kind of got a rash or anything that will calm your skin. That's a really good product too. And then Indie Lee, which I have, this is just squalane. It's such a simple ingredient, squalane, and it's kind of hydrating, nurturing. So that's kind of off the top of my head. Aven also do a wonderful range. You can get that in Boots, and I love all their products. What order do we apply products? Cleanse, then serum, then vitamin C, can you advise? Darling, yes. This is mine. This is only my thoughts, ladies. Everyone will tell you what they believe. This is what I know works for me. So I always start off in the morning. I clean my skin probably once, and I will use, at the moment I'm using Nanette de Gaspé's cleanser. Then I maybe put on an essence if I'm then going to work out or something. But vitamin C is probably my first proper ingredient. So for many years I did cleanse, vitamin C, and moisturizer. That was my routine. That worked really well. And as my routines have become a little bit more intense, I've added in a few things. So I at night I clean my skin twice, and then I might put on an essence, and then I might put on a retinol. Sometimes at night I also do a double amount of vitamin C in the summer. So I hope that helps. But I would definitely say vitamin C needs to go on a clean skin. And an essence seems to have so little ingredient in it. Sometimes I put that on first, but vitamin C likes a clean skin. Best products For dry, allergy-prone skin, don't have a current skincare routine, I would say La Roche-Posay Tolerance range, you get it in Boots, is a really good range, and you can look at all the different things and build up slowly. Just get a moisturizer first, then maybe a bit of a toner, different things. Best skincare for menopausal and always hot. I think menopausal, you know, if you mean by menopause, you're getting a few little spots and things, then do look at my menopausal post and look at all the products I recommend there. Because we don't want things that drip off our skin. Is hyaluronic acid good? That's a very good question. I think some are good and some are shit. I think some of them, I feel my skin is drier afterwards, but I have found a few that I like, and I have done a Secret 7 on it. So I've left off the ones I don't like, but I think I don't like ones that are very sticky, and I love ones that have different sized molecules, because if the molecule is too big in a hyaluronic, it just sits on there and it feels sticky, and then it can pell. You know, when you put something else on top, it pells. I did find a very stabilized form of hyaluronic that I put in the BFFI, and that's the first time that I really thought, how could we incorporate hyaluronic? And I found a very small sized molecule, and that was really important because I wanted hydration under the eyes without it being sticky and having the coverage of BFFI. Garden of Wisdom PHA serum, where would you use this in your routine, please? This is a type of acid, and it's something that, if you look at Elixir, which is a range, they have a PHA, AHA switch. So one night you do that acid and the next night you do the other. So you could do a PHA one night and a retinol the other night and switch them out. It's very good just for exfoliating your skin as an acid. What can I use to reduce scarring from a spot? I would say a really good vitamin C. Dark pigment relief cream is very good also from Skinceuticals, but a really good vitamin C, and also microneedle first and then put the vitamin C on top, and that will really help. Eye cream, yay or nay? I'd say, I know I'm going to sound biased, but BFFI is great because it's not too heavy an eye cream, but it gives coverage. It's 2-in-1, it's a baby, it's the perfect baby for me. I have a new broken leg. How can I justify scarring on my leg from the op? You know, I used to use that kind of scarring on the body. I get vitamin E capsules that you take orally and cut them in half and rub that in. And that's what I did when I had a scar from something on my tummy. Yes, so. Okay, I'm going to go now, ladies, and just look at a few questions in the feed, because I know there's a few of you being very patient here. Blue-eyed bird, I'm confused about AHA and BHA. I suffer from blackheads, which would be better. Alpha hydroxy acid and beta hydroxy acid do slightly different things. One sort of exfoliates and sloughs off dead skin, and the other one actually works a bit deeper. But I did a whole blog, Blue-eyed bird, on acids and the difference between all of them. So you might want to watch that, and then it will give you all the information. You can decide which one you want to introduce into your skincare routine. Thoughts on face theory products? Don't have any yet. How can you reduce the pits on your face from acne scarring? I think microneedling and exfoliation. My products aren't in Germany decor, but we do ship internationally. It's so easy doing Match to Me. So just try it, darling. You'll get there. Match to Me works, blue-eyed birds. Don't be scared. Very sweet. Thank you, ladies. Just started Strivectin retinol oil with Last of Neostrata, seems to be working, peeling. Fantastic. Great. Britell's girl. Love your ladies. Thank you very much. Very nice. Match to Me works. Oh, you're so sweet. You seem, I'm so much brighter. Thank you very much for asking. I use Talika eyelash conditioning gel. I've used it for years, and I also have fake lashes, which are sort of halfway through their cycle at the moment. Please, Trinny, do you ship your lovely products to Africa? We ship worldwide, darling. Of course we do. Please recommend under eye circle products. BFFI. It's going to change your life. Let me just show you. Because it is, do we have one here? God, BFFI we have here. Let me just see if I have it. I'm going to show you. Divinia Redder. So, I mean, the thing is, I have done some already this morning. But it's an eye cream and a concealer, had a baby. And you pat it on. And it's unbelievably hydrating. It doesn't crease. I've worn this bloody overnight just to test it out. Not that I would ever do that properly. Because I always, you know how mad I am about cleaning my skin. But it gives you, and even that lovely boy at the beginning, somebody was asking about their son, it just is seamless. You don't see it. I'm probably rubbing it in without my glasses so you can see it a bit. But it gives you that immediate well under eye. Best thing. Best thing, ladies, best thing. Hola. I'm a new mum and tired all the time. Can you recommend anything for puffy eyes in the morning? Darling, it could be you need to sleep with another pillow. I would say, I don't know what you're eating as well, but if you're a new mum, you're breastfeeding, so you just got to eat what's good for that baby and you. But I think a little bit of lymphatic drainage, you know, you can be puffy. So I have done a few things on the technique of doing lymphatic drainage, which is always to go to your lymph nodes here and bring them down to your clavicle and then release. Just do that a bit. Slowly work your way up to your eye. If you start doing massage here on your puffy eye, and this is blocked, this lymphatic area, it won't release. So you need to start here, move up, and then it will release. You want to do a retinol at night. What strength should I use? I don't know your skin, Fiona. Look at my retinols on Trinny London. Start with something gentle and work your way up. I recommend 7 really interesting different ones. I don't know the face for microneedling because this is not the kind of microneedling like you would get in a salon where they might be using a 1 needle, which some people then would find that they would have that numbing. Mine is 0.3, 0.5, and I do a really light feather motion. You should not bleed when you do it at home, otherwise you're doing it too strong. Would I suggest Botox or fillers for a 42-year-old face that has laughter lines and slight? I'd say no to fillers. I think there's other things coming along which could be more interesting than fillers and less invasive on the face. I've done Botox since I was 35, and I do believe it does help to prevent lines. I didn't do it for that originally. I did it because my forehead moved a tremendous amount on television and I wanted to not have it move, and it was a miracle. And then I just didn't have lines by that stage, so I did it every 6 months and they didn't appear so much. I have a few lines, but I don't have so many. So I'd say for neck as well, it's good. And doing lots of massage techniques, maybe doing a little bit of a laser or a fractional laser. Those things can be good. I've done something on all the different laser treatments that you can get that I think work. So you could look at that on my blog. Tribute, what do I think of Drunk Elephant or Barbara Sturm, Cara Organic? Drunk Elephant, there's some things I like. The peptide whippy cream I like. Vitamin C is not my bag. The cleanser's nice and simple. Dr. Barbara Sturm, I've never got my head around because I tried her drops, her SPF 50 drops and 1 or 2 other things. I didn't know if it was a lot of hype and I found it very expensive. So I'm not sure yet, but I haven't tried many of her things. I've tried 3. So I don't know the last brand you mentioned. Yes, thank you, darling, you're sweet. Hi, Trinny, I'm 46 on Monday. Anything you can recommend for puffy under eyes? Same again. How are you sleeping? What are you eating? Are you massaging? I'd start on those 3 first because I think for puffy eyes, it's the best solution. For dark circles, it's about a concealer. I have used Hyaluron 4 serum. Am I wearing nicking patches? No, I'm wearing nothing. Best product for crepey décolleté? I'd say microneedling with a retinol. Go for it. Any serums for top lip lines, please? No, I wish there were some that work, but I haven't found one yet. And if anyone does, let us know. How do I get rid of blackheads on your nose? I think an acid toner. Best help for perimenopausal skin? Look on the blog. How to fade acne scars that turn brown? I think I love dark pigment relief cream from Skinceuticals. What do you do when you have neutral mixed skin and freckles during the summer? Lots of vitamin C. How do I get rid of age spots, pigmentation, vitamin C, niacinamide? Both of those are great ingredients for it. I don't know where to fit lactic acid into my regime. It's a mild acid. It's a lovely acid, actually. And it's kind of, you could do it twice a week. I have a huge melasma problem. Should I go straight to a laser treatment? You could. I mean, have you done a lot of vitamin C? Have you tried dark pigment relief cream? Have you tried Caudaly's Vino Perfect? These are 3 really nice things you can buy that do help. Laser will help as well, but then you have to be so careful because unless you wear SPF 50, it's going to be, come back again. Anyway, have a lovely day, ladies. Bye.